Okay, so this is the next lecture. We will do expanding and contracting logarithmic expressions. So these are the three basic rules that we have: product addition rule, quotient subtraction rule, and power coefficient rule. We want to expand and contract logarithms. Generally, if you have to contract an expression, start with the power coefficient rule. If you have to expand an expression, start with the product addition or quotient subtraction rule. So, example 33. We want to expand this expression as much as possible. What do we've got here? We've got a fraction inside a logarithm, right? And we know that if we have a fraction inside of a logarithm, we can split it into two logarithms by subtracting log of the top minus log of the bottom. Right? So the fraction inside the logarithm means that we want to do a subtraction. Now we have bunches of things multiplied together inside of a logarithm. Anytime we have things multiplied together inside of a logarithm, we can break them up into separate terms, one which each thing that's multiplied together. So this is 100 plus log of x squared plus log of y cubed. Three things multiplied together, we get three separate logarithms, one which each one of the three things multiplied together goes inside one of the logarithms. And then we get minus, same thing here. Right, we get that. Except, and here's the giant warning. The minus sign applies to both of these. This equals that. So you have to expand that and then take everything that your expansion was and multiply it by the minus sign. So the minus sign applies to both of those things because both the 7 and the z to the 5th, they were both in the denominator. So they both pick up a minus sign. So be careful about that. Great. So we can finish this off using the power coefficient rule. Right? If you have a power, you can go out front as a coefficient. So we get log of 100 plus 2 log of x, because that power comes out front as a coefficient, plus 3 log of y. That power comes out front as a coefficient, minus log of 7. And then this z to the 5th comes out. The 5 comes out as a coefficient. So there you go. And notice I distributed the minus sign to both those terms. Now there's one last simplification we can do here. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this because I'm running out of space. But we'll go recall log of 100. Since I didn't write the base, it's base 10, and 100 is 10 squared. That's just 2. So this becomes 2 plus 2 log of x plus 3 log of y minus log of 7 minus 5 log of z. So we dealt with the subtraction, and then we dealt with all the multiplications, being careful about the minus sign. Then we pulled out all the coefficients, and we simplified whatever numbers we could. Log base 10 of 7, there's no easy way to simplify that, so you can just leave it as that. If you have a calculator, you can calculate what that number is. But you should be able to recognize that log base 10 of 100, that 100 is 10 squared, and so this whole thing is going to turn into 2. So expand this. Remember that ln is log base e. So again, we'll start with the quotient. We'll have ln of the top minus ln of the bottom. Split the top up into 3 terms. Split the bottom into 2 terms. Keep track of your minus sign. It applies to both of these things because they're both in the denominator. Okay. So Now deal with the powers. We'll just leave this alone for now. Log x to the 1/2, the 1/2 comes out front. 3 log y, that comes out front, minus ln of 13 plus, minus 4 ln of z. So what about this, ln of e cubed? You could say that this is 3 times ln of e, but that just equals 1. So that's 3. Or you could say ln of e cubed, right? That's log base e of e cubed. And we know if you have the same base, then that's just equal to the power. So there you go. So that's expanding things. Generally start with the subtraction, deal with the multiplication, and then deal with the powers, and tidy up whatever numbers you can. Where's my next page? What about contracting some of these things? Contracting, well, just sort of go in the opposite order. This is 2 minus log base b of x plus 5 log base b of y. Okay, I didn't want the 2 minus here. That should not have been there. So we just want log base b of x plus 5 log base b of y minus log 3 log base b of z. So deal with the coefficients first, right? We're doing the opposite order of what we did before. So we start with the coefficients, log base b of x. The 5 can go in as a power. The 3 can go in as a power. Okay. We can take these two and convert them into one logarithm by multiplying the two things together. And subtraction means that I can turn this into one logarithm by dividing this term by that term. Okay. So going this way, you start with subtraction to get this, and then you deal with the powers. You deal with the product to get this, and then you take all the powers out. So going back down this way, put the powers inside first, combine the plus to get a product in one logarithm, and then take the minus sign to get division inside the logarithm. So contract this as much as possible. So this is all log. This is all log base 10 of x, right? Where it says log, that's base 10. So 3 equals log base 10 of what? Well, 10 cubed. Right? And this is one of our identities, right? 3 is the power that 10 is raised to get whatever's in here. So if you take 10 and raise it to the 3, that gives you the number there. So 10 to the third. So I can rewrite this first by dealing with this number, saying this is log base 10 of 10 cubed, that's my 3, plus log of x plus 1/2 log of y minus 2 log of z. Deal with the powers. I have log of 10 cubed plus log of x plus log of y to the 1/2 minus log of z squared. Move the powers in as exponents. Deal with all the additions here. These 3 together become one logarithm. 10 cubed times x times y to the 1/2 minus log of z squared. And so that becomes finally log of my numerator is 10 cubed x y to the 1/2 over z squared. If you want to write the 10 cubed as 1,000, that's fine too. So contract this one as far as possible. This should not have been a log base 7. That should have just been a log. So same deal here. 5 is, well, what we saw above is 3 is log base 10 of 1,000. one easy way to deal with log base 10s is 3 is log base 10 of 1 followed by 3 zeros. 5 is log base 10 of 10 to the 5th, which is 1 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 10,000. So this becomes log of 10,000, that's my 5, plus 2 log x plus 3 minus 4 log y squared plus 2y plus 8. So after you get through these, once you get to this point, it's actually not too hard to see what's going to happen. So we'll just jump to the punchline, sort of. The minus sign means it's going to be a subtraction. Plus sign means it's going to be a multiplication. This is 10,000. This is x plus 3, but it's got a power of 2 on it. This is, well, this whole thing that goes down in the denominator. That's got a power of 4 on it. As you do these, it becomes a little bit easier, you know, after a little bit of practice, to be able to just go from this to this and this to that. So that is the end of the basic rules. So we will stop this video.